Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you an awesome Judge Dredd figure. And this time it is
Judge Fire.
And we want to say a great big thank you to
Hiya Toys
for sending him to us for free to share with you today. He is part of the
Exquisite Mini Collection.
Yes. And Judge Fire, there's the back of the box. It just has a little Hiya on there.
Yeah.
And then it does have the shield on the back. There's a lot of glare, I realize that. It looks like he does come with...
Yeah, I think he has it's like a staff. And
looks like a hand.
Looks like a hand sculpts.
Yeah, almost looks like a trident or something.
Now, and this, of course, is they... at least with the Judge Dredd figures, Hiya has like a full color version and a black and white version. So
okay.
This is where he would normally be like red and yellow. This is the black and white version.
Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get him out of this package and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, so there's
Judge Fire.
Out of the box. And let's go ahead and take a look. So he is going to come with some extra hands and an extra piece of... this may have been on him originally, but anyway, it's an extra piece of that like black and white fire that can connect to him. And then he has the extra hands, which is like this kind of sculpt. And this kind of sculpt. I don't know what to call them, but anyway, they're very interesting.
Yeah, that one's more kind of like I would think that's kind of like he's reaching for you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The other one's more relaxed, and it kind of corresponds with the one that's
he's wearing.
On him. Yeah.
And he also comes with these two connector pieces, which I call the HI pieces. They connect to the base. If you have many bases like this, you can build that.
A bigger diorama.
And then it does have a peg on there that he can peg into, and then you can peg some other Judge Dredd figures around him, and it makes for a really cool look and display. Let's go ahead and take a look. So I'm going to just like turn him around because there's so many details on him, it's hard to point them out. And they are exquisite, and they are mini. So you can see he has a lot of details around the shoulder and around this thing coming over his shoulder, as well as his elbows. He's got like a fire-looking belt, and then some other little fires that we were talking about. One clips to the front here and there, and then he has others clipped on around his shins. His feet are like webbed, but like they almost look like skeleton feet, but then they have webs.
Yeah.
Web look to them as well. Look at that face. He's got like fire coming out of his eyes, and then his hair is like fire. So he definitely looks like fire. So that's pretty cool. And then there's his weapon, which, like I said, reminds me of a trident. And then the other end, there's just a little fire roaming around there.
Yeah, and just
I knocked off a little piece of his fire.
One thing about this, just because I had a little problem with it, because the hand sculpt is really, it's a pretty tight grip. I don't know if you can tell. The hand is pretty tight grip, so it'll hold that and it won't slide back and forth. So really the easiest way to do it is instead of trying to open the hand to get that in, just slide the bottom piece of fire off, and then you can slide it out of his hand without having to try to mess up the hand sculpt. Then you can just slide it back on, so that makes it a little easier to.
All right, now I'll show off his articulation.
Okay, so he's gonna have articulation at the neck, so it will go side to side. He will have articulation at the shoulders. The shoulder guards are actually attached to the shoulder, so that way he can still have good range of motion, and it will extend as well as rotating. He has the elbow articulation. He has the you can see it will rotate as well as extending. He also has articulation at the wrist, and it will bend as well as twisting. He has, oops, there goes some more fire. He has articulation at the waist, at the hips, and it will go. He has the double knees, and then also the ankles. The ankles will pivot and roll. So, very cool. He is a really cool looking figure, and glad to add him to our Hiya Judge Dredd collection.
And he is very articulated for his miniature size.
Yes.
Alright, so there's one last look at
Judge Fire.
We want to say another great big thank you to
Hiya Toys
for sending him to us for free to share with you today. So thanks so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.